to show you guys how I take and edit my Instagram pictures. So something I find very important is a matching feed. I think a lot of times I care more about your feed in general than every photo separately, because if I click on your Instagram profile and your feed looks good, then I'm probably going to follow you. But if your photos look good and they don't match, you know, your feed don't match, I probably won't follow you. And matching your feed can be very difficult because you can't really take photos of all the things you want to take photos of. For example, if I would take a photo in a room with red lights, I don't know what I would be doing in a room with that red lights, but anyways, if I would take a photo in a room with red lights, it probably won't match my Instagram feed, so I won't be able to upload it on Instagram. So that's kind of the downside of a matching feed, but other than that, I think it looks amazing and it's worth the effort, in my opinion. And an easy trick to make your Instagram feed match is just to take a filter that you really like and put that on top of all your photos, so in that way all your photos would match because they all have the same filter. But personally, I'm not really into filters, so I don't do that trick. Oh, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, I will put it somewhere here and I will link it down below in the description box, so please follow me, that would be nice. And if you like this makeup look I've got on my face right now, I always do that, I always do my face. Anyways, if you like the makeup look I've got on my face right now, I did a tutorial on that. I don't know if it will be up. I don't know if it's already up when you watch this. Maybe I'll upload this video first, I'm not sure. Anyways, I will link it I will link it up here and I will link it down below in the description box. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the Instagram edits, photos, things. The first app I'm going to use is called Manual, and I use Manual to take photos instead of using my regular camera app. And what Manual does is it can create a really good white balance, because personally I find when you use the built-in camera app on your iPhone, the photos always turn out more yellowy than white, and by using this app you can create really white photos. So when you want to take a photo, you'll just look at the photo and you can see if the white balance is good enough. If it's not, you can go to the button right here and you can just try out different kind of settings. So you can see now it's kind of a more bluish toned picture. Now it's a very yellow toned picture. This is kind of yellow but also white. But for now, the first setting, the AW setting, is the best setting. So now I'm just going to take some pictures, and I always make sure I'll take at least, well, probably 10 to 20 photos, just so I can look at them and look for the right one. So it's just different kind of angles. This maybe a little bit on top. And now I've got the photos, I'm going to edit them. So the first app that I'm going to use is called Photo Express, and basically I use this app to add some highlights and to add some shadows, and that's mostly the only thing that I use this app for. So what I'm going to do is going to the setting part right here, then going to select the highlights and just going to drag this to the right. And what this does, it really makes the whites look whiter and really make them more visible. As you can see, when you go here, it's a lot darker than when you go up here. So most of the time I just drag this all the way through, or to like 50 or 60, it really depends on the picture. In this case I'm just going to do around 70. And then I'm going to add some shadows just to darken the picture some more. I'm just going to drag that down until I like it. And I think I'm going to put this one around 50. And that's basically the only thing that I use this app for. Sometimes I will take down the temperature when it's really orange picture, but in this case it is a pretty white picture, so I don't need to change the temperature. And when it's a dark picture, I will put up the exposure and I will just put it up to 10 or something. It depends on the picture as well. But in this case, I only have to add some highlights and some shadows. So I'm just going to save this to camera roll. And then I'm going to use another app, and I'm going to use the app called Snapseed. And just open the picture that I just edited. And what you can do with this app is you can really make the whites look even whiter. For that, I'm just going to take the selective tool and add a point right here. And what this does, you can add up the brightness, but you can also add up the contrast and the saturation. So what I normally do is I go to brightness and I add some brightness, and then I'm going to saturation and I'm going to lower the saturation. And what this does, it really makes the background more white and lighter. You can just add all these points to your picture and brighten it up and lower the saturation like that. You can also change the size of that point you just made. As you can see, you can make it a lot bigger and also a lot smaller. And something I also like to do with this app is brighten the colors of the plants, just to make them a little bit more green. And you can just add another point to the plant, add some brightness and add some saturation. And as you can see, it really makes the plant look more green. I'm just going to put it on 40. You want to make sure that you only add saturation to your plant and not to the background as well, because otherwise your background will turn orange and that's not what we want. So then this picture is basically done and I'm going to export it. And what I then like to do is add it to Scopecam. I think you all know this app. And the reason why I do this is because I want to see if it matches my feed. And as you can see, it's not really wide enough, so I'll just go back to Snapseed and add some brightness to the picture again. Just go into that selective tool and add a brightness point and just bring it up even more. Save that again. And I'm going to open a Scopecam again and add that picture. And I'm going to delete this one. Delete. Yes. And I personally think that this picture looks better on my feed than the other one. So now this picture is completely done, and what I'm going to do now is just put it on my Instagram. And I'm just opening my Instagram app and taking that picture, maybe scale it a little bit like this, zoom in a little bit, next, and then I'm just going to write a caption and tag the people or the stuff I've got in the picture, and I will put it online. But in this case I already have this photo on my Instagram, so I'm not going to add this photo. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, this is basically how I take and edit my Instagram pictures. So as you can see, it's not really hard to do. The thing that I find most difficult is to find some things I can take photos of. Because I normally just take photos of things in my house, but I feel like I've taken a photo of almost every single thing in my house. So I need to find new objects I can photograph. So that's kind of hard, because I always try to upload one photo every single day, but sometimes that's just not possible because I couldn't find something to take a photo of, sadly. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!